All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and all right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is podcast, Reckless Podcast Neutral, where everything is tangible. Again, my name is Reckless, also known as Big Business. We out here, we doing our thing, man. All you gotta do is believe in yourself and don't get in the way of yourself, man. You know what I mean? Go out there and grab it. Go ahead and take it. All right, let's get it started. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is season 1, episode 2 of Podcast Neutral, where everything is tangible. My name is Reckless, also known as Big Business. I just want to do a quick follow-up, like I told you guys I would, about wideforme.com. I did check out her website a little bit further into it. Right now, all I see at the moment is men's apparel, like, hats, glasses, and stuff like that. Like I said, her website is nice. Looks good. The fabrics look official. I like them. Yeah, definitely check them out. Check her out. Black businesses on the rise. Like I said the last time. but yeah, I want to start this off by I want to welcome my main man Shuja. Also known as Higher Heights, local farmer. Yeah, he's doing his ones and twos, man. Before we start, tell the kings and queens a little about yourself.
Peace and love, everyone. My name is Shuja. Swahili for the brave one. Also means courageous. So, just given that name by elder. So, definitely, it definitely fits the character. But my main focus, though, is education, economics, and health. Why? Because it supports the 3 basic essential needs for humans, which is food, clothing, and shelter. So, anything dealing with sustainability, hiking, do-it-yourself techniques, gardening, farming, camping, outdoor activity. I'm all about sustainability and survival. So, that's how food and farming, like growing food and teaching people how to prepare food. Those are my 2 main avenues of how I bring my services to the people and see how we can all, connect on that level through the food and through the farming level.
I like that, man.
So, that's what I'm mainly about.
That's lit, man. Yeah. I like that. Anything else you want to share before we keep going?
Yeah, me and my lady, we also through this outdoor activity, me and my lady, we created a hiking group called Negroes by Nature. That's NEGROWS by Nature. So we created a hiking group where we go camping. We go hiking, we go camping, but once a month we go hiking outside the city limits and we take black folks outside. Each month we go to a different area.
Now, when you guys do the hiking and the camping, is this like all season, or is it like certain seasons?
It's all season.
All season round.
It's all season round. Usually, me personally, I ain't a big fan of the cold, so we still go out there when it's a little cold. But like when it's like December, January, we had cooled down a little bit. But actually, we did do something in December. The last that was a beautiful hike too. The last hike of the year, but we just kind of calm down a little bit when it get colder. But for the most part, we definitely out there when it's warm, when it's hot. So from now to the rest of the year, we plan on being out there.
I like that. I think I did see a couple of your lives when you guys was going camping with a few groups actually, and you took a few pictures at the end. Yeah, I think I seen something like that.
We did a couples hiking, a couples camping trip. We did a camping trip for one of the organizations I'm part of. We did a camping trip just for people who wanted to come. So it was just we did like 3 or 4 camping trips. So.
If you want, man, you could plug in the organization. You could plug in your IG.
IG, if you got Instagram, go to Negroes by Nature. That's at NEGROWS BYNATURE. Or you can follow me at Higher Heights. That's HYAH_HEIGHTS.
I like it, man.
Oh, also follow us our shop, our spot page, Alkaline Express. That's ALKALINE. .XPRESS.
Hey man, I like it. Big business. You know what I'm saying? We doing big things out here, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? My next topic is are you ready for when shits hit the fan? Of course I'm gonna get your opinion on it. Also, I just wanted to tell him a little bit of I guess how I came up with the question. One day I was at work and everything like that, and we talking about the apocalypse and how things, in the movies, how it looks and this, that, and the third, And I was telling him, man, I'm like, man, I'm ready for it, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to jump into it, get it going, you know what I mean? Stop all these bills, you know what I'm saying? We just start fending for ourselves, And he hit me with a really nice question, He was like, are you really sure that you ready for that? And I'm like, yeah, not really thinking about it, And He told me, all right, well, do you have the seeds you're gonna need? Do you have the water purification systems? Do you have the dirt that you're gonna need just in case it's a nuclear type of attack? You know, he was asking me all these questions. I was like, damn, like I'm really not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be out here just like everybody else, trying to scrounge around, you know, break into houses and all that stuff just to find food or whatever. And you know, so that's why I'm pretty much here today with my man Shuja, local farmer. He got some seeds for me also. You know, seeds to plant, not seeds to smoke. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean. So definitely, we're gonna talk about the seeds a little bit later on too. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. You know, are you ready for when shit hit the fan?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready because the work that I do is based around sustainability. So, you know, I've been talking about this for a while, and now like a lot of things. When I say this, I'm talking about in terms like sustainability, like making sure you have food, clothing, shelter. What I deal with, like the basic essentials for humans, making sure, like you said, the filtration. If you don't have clean water, where to get it from, you know, where to get certain food from, fruits, all that. Just where to go to get resources from in these times and get necessary items in these times. So I'm definitely ready. I got connections, resources, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, hey, I'm super untouchable, but I'm definitely ready for if anything was to happen because, like I said, I live around this type of work. Like, speaking of water, if they want anybody in Newark or in Jersey or wherever you decide you want to come down, come to Alkaline Express, 373 South Orange Ave. We give out water every Saturday. Every Saturday for free from 11 to 2. Free water to the community. It's safe, it's tested, it's alkaline, and it's lead free. So we give out free water to the community every Saturday from 11 to 2. So, and since we're there, you know, the shop, we there, we located, the wellness center, I should say, we stacked up with water. So we good on that. So that's not a problem. The food, I'm a chef, I'm a farmer, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm connected to people who make clothes. We got clothes out here in America. Ain't nothing to really get. So we, on the basic levels, you know what I mean? It's just the economics got to build up. That's the main thing. That's what I'm focusing on.
Y'all already know, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't got everything I need, I'm be hitting this man up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna build our own community. We gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? We only taking top of the line of everybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just want to know, like, where did you get all of this knowledge from? Like, you know, these things about earthly things, you know, and how to apply it within your everyday life or just in general. Like, what does it do for you? Like, does it allow you to be more humble, you know, and stuff like that? Like, are you in a sense like a better person from where you were?
Yeah, I definitely say that. Definitely say with growth and you know, essentially we are still, this is my perspective, like essentially we are still the same people who we were. It's just that we elevate and tap into different parts of our God self, of our higher being. You know what I'm saying? And finding out, you know, the other elements within ourselves that really like associate and relate to us. So definitely, like, it's always been in all of us. Like the greatness that we do when we come to perform to the world, it's always been in all of us. But for me, it was just had a foundation, kind of, because my dad kind of raised us on the like vegetarian cultural, you know, diet. Not diet. I'm gonna say diet like on the food. Like we never. So it started with the help because we wasn't really eating meat when we was around him. So,
so it's kind of
it
like
kind of was the foundation was already started, kind of, and then me just learning more about myself, my culture, my people, and learning about the food and the health, and all of this coexists and goes hand in hand with things. So like, I took more of the food route and the garden route I wanted to do for self. So just learning about food and actually like volunteering and putting community service in, and then one day getting a job out here in Newark at a nonprofit assistant farmer and just going from there. But I also can't even leave out the part where I used to vend DVDs at Essex County College. You know, when I was, you already know, I was there vending all the time. I'm part of Africana Institute, and I popped one DVD in one day. It was Dr. Sebi talking about AIDS and how to cure this and heal that, and that really caught me and sparked me. So just a lot of different highlights, but the foundation kind of was there.
Right. So it's like, in a sense, like, you know, you can't run away from your destiny.
Sure. We can control our destiny if we really tap into ourselves. We can control it if we really tap in, because, you know what I'm saying, we got that higher divine beings, just like, you know, the higher forces. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I like that, man.
That's my perspective, though.
Man, that's lit. You know what I mean? Like, I need to definitely get on that myself. I want to try to start reading some books and stuff like that. It's a little bit hard for me because I guess my attention span is off a lot. I ain't gonna say a little, but a lot. So like once I start reading the book, man, I just started getting sleepy in a sense. But I guess the devil's is in the details, right?
You gotta find something that you really interested in. Yeah. Just tap in, maybe you'll figure it out though.
Yeah, man. Just taking one day at a time, man. Every step I try to take a step forward. What got you started? Like, who was your inspiration? I think you touched up on it, but if you can go a little bit deeper into like who was your inspiration? How did you get started with the local farming and just being who you are today?
Inspiration. It never really boils down to it boils up to like one specific person. So I say like definitely like it was just some of our ancestors, and like I'll say like George Washington Carver, Marcus Garvey, Dr. Sebi, just a few of those. Like even if I want to go on a whole another just level that don't really necessarily deal with farming and gardening, like Harriet Tubman, like Queen Nzinga, like the Mau Mau warriors. Like I was inspired by like a lot of our great people who was really about resistance and really making our people comfortable in the natural ways of life and making sure that we have some of the natural things we need to sustain ourselves, and just want to unite us as black folks, African folks, color, whatever, us as natural original beings wants to unite. So I'm all about that, and that's what inspired me. But on the farming level, more on a gardening tip, George Washington Carver was definitely one of my biggest inspirations, because just learning about him and his inventions and just so many things he did, he was a part of, and the Tuskegee vibration, and just so many inventions from the peanuts, the potato, walnuts, like just so many different things, like So just the creativity, the mind, and at that time, that's those are my inspirations. Definitely like beautiful black women who did things for us. Definitely beautiful black kings, black men who did great things for us, and some of my family members too.
Right. That was beautifully put, man. I ain't gonna lie. What's I don't want to say free, but for lack of better words, what's some free knowledge you can give to the people, like some knowledge that you can give right now, instead of because of course you want to give it when you in that group of people and stuff like that. What's some knowledge you can give right now
in terms of like gardening, or just like universal, anything, or like what you want me, how you want
anything your heart desires, man. It could be universal gardening, anything.
I just give you a touch upon a few things, like gardening. We all should know is that no matter where you at, you can grow. That's both ways, like seed and for yourself, physically and personally, emotionally, spiritually, you can grow. So what I mean by that when I talk about the plants, though, you can grow wherever you at. So if you're in an apartment building in the city, you can grow on your fire escape, you can grow on your roof, or you can grow in the sunniest room. If you don't got a front yard, you got a backyard, of course, backyard. If you got a front yard, you grow in the front yard. If you don't got no grass in your back or your front, you can grow on the blacktops, on the cement, on the blacktops. All you gotta do is just get the pots or the buckets and the growing materials. So you can grow wherever you at. That's one thing I want people to know. And certain herbs and plants, they regrow if you put them right back into the water after you use them.
Right.
So that's one thing I do in perennials. I want y'all to focus on perennials. If you don't know what a perennial is, it's a plant that comes back every season. You plant it one time, it's gonna keep coming back. So for example, you plant mint, it's going to keep on coming back every season. So when it's cold, it's not going to be as frequent, but perennials, that's one thing we should know about.
Not to cut you off, but I do want to know, is spinach in a sense a perennial?
Nah, spinach is not. Nah.
You have to keep on planting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of herbs is perennials. Most of the vegetables, a lot of them is not perennials, but you want to focus on perennials. What else? Go out and get some hike. Link with us. Go out and tap more into nature. Learn what's going on in the world. Current resources, dealing with the environment, dealing with food, clothing, and shelter. Know about certain things that I have a list of items called things you should know. Learning about certain items and certain events that took place back in time that affect us now, or that that we should just know about, because it can help us see some of the future movements.
Right.
know about the NSS memorandum. Sorry, y'all, memorandum or NSS 2000. Know about the global population. Just know a few different things. Sorry, y'all, my fault.
It's all good.
Just know about a few different things. That we should just know about. You know what I'm saying? The Tuskegee experiments that took place back in the day. Know about some of our great rebellions. You know what I'm saying? Besides just garden, this is just self-knowledge. But you know what I'm saying? That we should know automatically. But with the herbal tips and the farm tips, you know what I'm saying? The perennials, you could grow wherever you at. And if you don't know a farmer, link up with one and stay connected.
I also want to ask you a few questions. It's a little off topic, but I guess nothing is really off topic. I seen this lady, right? This is when I was in Las Vegas. I think I was coming back from Vegas, so that was Charlotte, right? Because we had to do a layover in Charlotte. So she had a shirt that says "Black Women Lives Matter," right? And granted, yeah, I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? The black woman has to be protected at all costs. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, right? Now you can tell me if I'm wrong, and then you go more into it. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I feel as if that's another agenda for, the white man. I'm not saying every white person. I'm talking about, the ones that's up top that actually want to control stuff and bring it back to the way it was. I feel like that's a way of them no longer segregating us from them, but segregating us from us. Because at the end of the day, I thought it was Black Lives Matter, which means everybody as a whole, right? But now you got now with the shirt saying what it says, to me it's saying that now you're singling out the black man and only saying the black woman. Because just like the black woman, the black man hasn't been protected either. So I mean, tell me what's your input on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Am I wrong or?
Nah, I agree. Definitely, like all this like movement stuff in terms of like black, all this movement like that you see on TV and on the media. It's watered down, it's filtered, it ain't really getting to the true essence of what we need to do as a people, as far as black people. So that's my perspective on it. Yeah, it's definitely a divide, a breakup. You know what I'm saying? Black women lives matter. Of course, we know that they matter. Like all of us, like we matter. There's no singling out. And when it comes to blackness or black people, it's a lot of singling out. It's a lot of singling out. We move as a collective. That's just our nature. Like we move as a community, collective. Like. Not on an individualistic European concept, individualism. African concept, we move on a collective. So that's us. That's just our nature. Like, you know what I'm saying? Black people, we be together. Like, we family. So that's just how we got to move. So when you see, like, these movements talking about one specific gender or talking about a specific type of people, like, you already know it's some filtration there. It ain't really it's watered down. So I definitely agree with the divide and with the breakdown, because a lot of this going on is really to mash up the black family. Like that's really what's going on. A lot of what's going on is just to mash up the black family, from my perspective. Like we've been seeing this since 500 years.
Right. Yeah. I was thinking about that for a minute, and I was like, you know what? I think my man Shuja is the best person to talk about it, because I know you're more in tune with the earthly things and more in tune with life. In a sense, more than a lot of the people that I hang around anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know that would be the best person to ask, and at least get my opinion out there and see if I am in the wrong of the way I'm thinking, so I can fix it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was that's how I was feeling. It bothered me a little bit when I seen that. Because I'm like, damn, like what about us? And then on top of that, I did see a post recently, right, and it made me happy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody posted, I can't remember the words verbatim, but it pretty much said, from us black women to the black men, can we start over? Pretty much just saying like, let's stop all of this back and forth with who's, I guess, the superior sex or whatever, this, that, and third, and just be as one. You feel me? Come back and unite. And stuff like that, and I was looking at that, and I was like, you know what, that's nice, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen that ever, in my years growing up, and I'm only 28, but I never seen that, and I'm like, and I never heard anybody say it, So it was like, to see that, I was like, wow, that really touched me. You know what I mean? Like it made me feel good a little bit, about the direction that the world can go.
Yeah, that's what I see. I focus on a lot of the positive that's going on. So there's always so much bullshit going on within us, within our race. So I'm glad you've seen that and that caught your attention, that highlighted what you thought to even bring here. So that's great. You know what I'm saying? And that's thank you for sharing that with me too, because you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be checking in on just always focusing on the positive of our people and what we're doing, because despite what's going on and a lot of negative bullshit in the world, new world order and all this stuff happening, I do see some greatness and some people rising up. Like being forced and pushed so much is people gonna react differently and think different things gonna happen. Like just like diamonds, like pressure ups pipes and things start happening and water goes all over the place and everybody get wet and the scene is just different after that. So
Right. I also seen this other thing too I want to point out before, I get to the last segment of it and then start with the shout outs. But I also seen this other post, and I've been seeing this for a minute now, and every time I see it, I'll be like, why you gotta post that? You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like something like, it was this post, I think it had Eddie Murphy, it had Kevin Hart, it had Dave Chappelle, what's his name again? I can't remember now. It had a few of the kings of comedies. Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac they had, and it was some other ones that they had too, right? But then they were saying like, if one had to go in all of their creations that they done or whatever, who would it be? And I'm looking at it like, why would we even, you know what I'm saying, like, even partake in that, like, it don't make no sense, you know what I mean, because you can't have one without the other, you know what I'm saying, because if Bernie Mac never came up in the light, you couldn't have Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying, and then from Eddie Murphy down going, you know what I'm saying, or even from Bernie Mac up to the top, you know what I mean, so it's like, you can't say with, who's you going to take out in their entire career, like, no, you feel me, because then, where would we be? We wouldn't have none of this stuff that we have now. It would be something different. Don't know what it would have been. It could have been positive, could have been negative, but still, you know what I mean? We know that we have something positive here. Why are we trying to break it down? Why are we trying to tear it apart? You know what I mean? Same thing with this other post. Ciara, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, and I said Ciara already. It was somebody else in the front. I can't remember. But it was another one.
Rihanna?
Yeah, Rihanna. Yeah, and there was like, oh, which one of these girls has to go in their entire career and this, that, and third. Me, and my comment, I put none of them. They all respectable women. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, why are we still trying to, you know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, we turn around and say Black Lives Matter. Like, how can it matter if it doesn't matter to you? It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? It can't just be one way. It has to be all the way around the board. Like that's my take on it.
And what I'm gonna say to that is like, what was we just talking about before when I said they always want to divide.
Right.
Just like in that post, even if it's on a smaller level, even in the posting the image, which one has to go? Why are we dividing the black people?
Right.
Why they gotta go? Why can't they stay? Why can't anybody? Why even that thought of somebody gotta go? Why even the whole concept of even thinking that is put out there?
Yeah.
So that is what we gotta keep in mind. It's always a divide, and we gotta like think like that, like how you thought, like to a more original concept of like, hold on, before even thinking somebody has to go and even partake in this activity, why is it even thought of that, even like that? So it's always a divide, but we have to keep on doing things like this, talking with people who's doing things in the community. You, myself, we found in ourselves. We entrepreneurs and rising. So we doing our thing, you know what I'm saying, and getting the message out in positive words to people, letting them see and hear information that help them. That's what I'm into.
I hear that, man. I hear that for real. One of the last questions I want to ask is what else do you have going on besides the local farming aspect of things?
Well, like I said, we got the hiking group. Besides that, Alkaline Express, our shop. There's a lot going on over there. Mondays, motivational Mondays. We do a seminar every Monday from 6:30 to 8, talking about different issues in the community, talking about different topics, different subjects. Everybody come in, they pose their experience, they pose their perspective, they come with their solutions, and we just talk and we figure this out, and we just have a good time sharing our stories and just connected and making it feel more open for people. Right. Tuesdays, Brother Muta, is one of the investors, was doing the CDL courses. Contact with him to get more information about that. He's once you follow the page, you'll see everybody. You can even go to our website, alkalineexpress.com. What else? Wednesdays we do self-defense. Thursdays my lady teach yoga there. I do the farmers market. Fridays we give out free food to the community from 10 to 12. Saturdays we give out free water from 11 to 2. Sundays we clean up the block. So we just active, and we serve food, alkaline plant-based food. So that's what else is going on. Besides that, I'm looking for land and just studying on current events, reading more, and just tapping into nature, and learning more new skills. That's another thing I want to say to the people. Like, learn a new skill. Whatever you know, like, just try to add on a new skill. For me, it's the solar, it's fencing, like how to put up fences. Right. Solar panels. Nah. How to put up solar panels, set up solar panels, how to install fences, and making like these fire pits. So it's a few different things, and even with the wood, and like I said, you do a little plumbing. I'm trying to learn. Just a little of everything, but go more deeper on certain aspects that relate to the food and the farming that can help out in them areas.
Right. I like that, man. But yeah, I've actually done yoga before. Okay. Shout out to my cousin Steph. Okay. Yeah, she done took me to yoga before when I was a little younger and stuff like that. And it's very relaxing, man. Like after you get the positions down pat and don't hurt your back or anything like that. It's relaxing, man. I ain't gonna lie. Even what they call the hot yoga, I think I've done that once.
She do Kundalini.
Oh yeah, what is that one?
It's like more movement. So it's more movement, and it's you dealing with like the spine, and the Kundalini means like the coiled up energy. So within the spine, you just open up the chakras in your body point.
I like that. I like that. I might have
more
to do
movement,
that. Yeah. I might have to do that.
And breathing, more movement and breathing.
Yeah. Right. Speaking of breathing, somebody was telling me the right way, the correct way of breathing, and we've been doing it wrong our whole lives. So it's like when you breathe in, like the stomach is supposed to expand.
Yeah, that's actually come to the class. I learned that too. That's what
I know a lot about a little. You know what I'm saying? Man. I do. I know enough to keep me in the conversation, man. But let me get to these shout outs, and then we gonna close out. Did you bring the seeds and everything? That I don't know if you have it around or not. But if not, don't worry about it. Everybody gonna know. I still got the seeds from you. If you want to talk about the seeds before I do your shout outs.
So the seeds, you could it's a few that I was listening to this brother. His name is Tyrone Hayes. He was a whistleblower for Syngenta, a company that was basically like trying to put out this did put out this drug/chemical called atrazine, and it was making the frogs grow testicles and different hormones and just affecting the frogs in different ways, and it was an unnatural thing. You can check that out. It's called atrazine, and the company was Syngenta. But anyway, he was a whistleblower, and he was on Democracy Now! Talking about some seeds and what they're doing out there with some of the chemicals. And he said 90% of the seed companies in America are owned by pesticide companies. That's 90%. That means only 10% is owned independently or private or to another entity. Right. So knowing that, you gotta be very careful where we get our seeds from. A lot can be hybrid or GMO. So I want y'all to all check out this site called indigenouseseedsinitiative.org. That's where these seeds come from. It's a brother down there in Texas, a good brother, and he has seeds, natural seeds, native seeds. Go on the site, you'll see some different seeds that you probably never even seen or heard of before. And they're all $5, I believe, if the price hasn't changed. So these are some of the ones I work with. Besides this, you can rock with Seed Savers Exchange, or you can rock with Botanical Interest. You can also rock with Lake Valley. Lake Valley is cool. But, so
I like that, man.
So we can do this now on camera. I got so much.
If you want, you could touch up on a few if you want, or just whichever one you got for me.
All right.
You know, we can talk about those.
Like tomatoes. Punta. What did I say? Punta what?
Punta Banda.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Different types of breeds. Coyote tomatoes. These are more the wild and the red cucumbers. Cucumber hamon red. Watermelons from Central America and from Africa.
Coming up. I'm getting ready for that apocalypse, y'all.
What else we got here?
Some nice seeds, yo.
Callaloo.
Oh yeah, callaloo.
Squash.
I eat that growing up, man. Us Haitians.
Tumberta.
We eat callaloo.
Tomatillo. You can make a green sauce with that. Husk tomatoes. Pineapple. Pineapple shape, like a small yellow tomato. Squash. Yellow cooked squash. What else you working with?
You can see it, but you gonna hear about it.
Yeah. So those right there, we gonna really. If you rock with Lake Valley, you can do the red oak leaf lettuce. You can do the red romaine.
I'm about to get my green thumb back, y'all. Oh yeah, I get my green thumb back.
Some peppers. You always wanna rock with some flowers. Black eyed Susan.
Can't go wrong with the peppers, man.
Look for native flowers.
Some flowers, you know what I mean? Help you breathe a little better.
We got like dill. Definitely can't forget the natural herbs.
Can't do that.
Jicama, that one take 4 to 9 months. That's a root vegetable.
Man,
4 to 6 months.
This right here is a commitment.
They're definitely going to be beautiful after the harvest.
Oh yeah, I can imagine, man.
So yeah, man, I'll break down some of these seeds and give you the exact ones, but we're letting people know about them, you know what I mean? So these seeds going to either come in 3 types of categories: hybrid, native, or GMO.
I'm going to definitely do,
I want to stick to the native.
Word up. Now, definitely, you know, on the next episode,
bring some down, though, because I need some of these too. I'm going to bring some down. There's so much in them.
Word.
So I'm going to bring it down and put them something else. But some of these, I'll give you the whole package. Like these, so much in them. I'll break it down.
Say that.
These, I'll give you the whole package.
Word up. See, look, man. We looking out for each other, man. I love it. I love it. Black-owned businesses on the rise, man.
That's how we do it.
You know what I mean? Let me get on with this shout-out. And we're going to close it out for the day. I want to shout out 16 Bars. This is a film that I was a part of. I was an extra in. I'm actually, I realized that I was the face of the thing when you look it up on YouTube. It's called 16 Bars. It's spelled the number 16 BARZ /001. I want to shout out wadfeme.com. That's WADFEME.com. I want to shout out Shuja, Higher Heights.
You already.
You know, it's spelled, you can find them on Instagram. It's spelled HYAH_HEIGHTS, Higher Heights.
That's right, brother.
You know, we always striving for higher heights, so
that's right.
Can't go wrong with that, you know what I mean? Also, what was you about to say?
I say all it really means just elevation, elevating the way we live, elevating the way we eat, and elevating the way we clothe ourselves.
I love it. You know what I mean? I want to shout out Mute Photography. He's on Instagram also. You can catch him by his Instagram name. It's Mute the Wolf. So it's MUTEDAWOLF. If you want to, I guess it might be his website. I didn't go that far into it. So, like I said, Mute Photography. I'm pretty sure y'all know how to spell that. So, you know, definitely want to shout out Elite Weeds by Reggie. You got the shirt on, as you can see. Elite Weeds by Reggie. The man who made this for me is Two-Time Made It. He's on Facebook, and I believe he's on Instagram too. But last time I have more for you guys. I'm gonna shout him out again on the next episode or the episodes coming up. Yeah, and last but not least, man, Podcast Neutral, where everything's tangible. You know, it's been a pleasure. You know, we out here, black businesses on the rise, and just trying to do positive things, man. You know, just looking out for the environment. You know what I'm saying? Seeds and all.